Hey guys, Mighty Gazelle here, back with more reading the My Hero Academia Vigilantes manga. This is chapter 118. The last two chapters, if anyone didn't watch the last video I did for the series, I read 4 chapters in one sitting because I was behind. And the last two in particular were amazing. Truly just like, I don't know, I geeked out because we have a lot of things actually potentially going on here. There's a possibility that Pop and Knuckle Duster are dead, and that their spirits are like cheering on Koichi as he fights Six. That's a possibility. I don't know. No one really knows. And then we have Koichi who just laid a Knuckle Duster punch. Oh, just everything about it's so cool, and I just can't wait to see what happens next. So let's dive on in. Chapter 118. We start off with Koichi's punch against Six. He like the finishing shot from it. Make sure I have this right. Okay. All right. Now we have All for One standing on a balcony. Koichi, aka the Crawler. His quirk is a simple one. The ring-shaped force fields can either repulse or absorb to some small degree. Okay, so is this All for One actually like analyzing Koichi? That's really cool, actually. I like that. As we're getting visualization of Koichi's quirk. His relative mastery of the quirk and clever practical applications of it are certainly remarkable. As we see Koichi dodging, firing, all that, and blocking. But the quirk itself is the height of mediocrity. The sudden occasional high output bursts are fleeting. Hold on, let me try to zoom this in a little bit. There we go. Are fleeting as he runs out of steam after several seconds. It's no more than the polished use of a quirk that lacks the power to be decisive in any way. Or so I thought. And then we get Koichi going in for a punch. He's like, dude, I love... in the main series, you've never seen All for One analyze Koichi in this way. Not Koichi, Deku in this way. So it's cool that in this series, we're actually getting All for One analyzing Koichi. I think that's really remarkable, actually. It's almost like an honor, Or so I thought, question mark, as you see like him just punching Six with the Knuckle Duster punches. Oh, I love it. I love it. A high-powered rush. Such that number 6's plasma body, that superheated amalgamation, is hammered apart by a rapid flurry of blows. I love it, dude. All for One's almost like amazed in this like thing we're hearing of him. That's actually kind of impressive. Freaking Koichi, dude, he's going at it. And like All for One's saying, he's just like punching him with a bunch of blows, and a lot of holes are appearing in Six's plasma body. Episode 118, All the Fun. Oh, interesting name of title. All the Fun. It's like All for One, All the Fun, kind of rhymes. And then his body regenerates because it's made out of plasma. The big guy's coming back together, says Koichi. Koichi, says Pop. Pop's still here talking to him. Nice. Koichi, I don't know if that's doing anything to him. Phew, says Koichi. Phew, says Pop. Yeah, why are you saying phew? Next page, Koichi says, as long as it's not his real body, I can throw those strong punches without care, while still buying time. he's talking to Pop about this as right behind him, Six is going in for another like build-up attack. Not his real body, says Pop. And then Knuckle Duster swings in behind him. Too bad you won't get the same courtesy. He's out to kill you. Dude, I love these three together. I love them. I love these. Oh man. I remember the OG days of Vigilantes, and these three were just a squad together. I love that. So I just gotta avoid dying somehow, says Koichi as he runs away, and a really cartoony expression on his face. I love it, dude. Pop continues, you picked a great time to take it easy on the killer monster. Oh no, that building! As that building is collapsing next to him. They all dodge out of the way. Obviously, Pop and Knuckle Duster aren't really there, so they're not really in danger. But I still do wonder, honestly, if they're like alive or dead. I honestly really would be okay if they were dead. I think that'd be like really fascinating and a really gutsy decision, but until we know for sure. Shot to them all running from the explosion. I love the cartooniness of Koichi right here. It's great. Can you imagine the tragedy this would be if this was going down near the station or wherever? Making my stand in the old town was totally the right move. Still kind of tragic if you wound up dead though, says Pop, as they all just, again, are running from the explosion. How about running away for real? Like, to safety, shouts Pop at him. It's all good, says Koichi as he clings onto the wall. Strangely, I'm feeling on top of my game. That good, huh? I thought you were battered and broken. I assume that's Knuckle Duster saying. Besides, the heroes are bound to show up soon, I bet, says Koichi as he slides up the wall. He's got like a second wind here. This is crazy. As Koichi just flies up the building and flies up into the air, lands some more shots on 6, like damaging even more, like more holes in the body. And something catches Koichi's attention. He looks shocked here. And then we're cutting to All For One saying, abnormally powerful output, surely far more than could be wrung from a single individual. He likely draws from some massive source of fiery passion beyond our view, and imbues his pounding fist with that power. That's crazy. Even All For One is like, just thinking about this. I love, what an honor that is. Like, obviously, not honor that you should necessarily be proud of if you're Koichi. Like, this is the Lord of Evil in this series talking about this. But like, that you have that much, you're that special and unique that the villain, the main villain of the entire damn series, is sitting there like, huh, interesting. This is intriguing to me. His quirk begins to reveal its true lofty potential. Was he disguising it as a weak quirk this whole time, as we see a grin from All For One? Or has this trial triggered explosive growth? Koichi Hamawari, what drives you? What obsession has spurred you to evolve? As we see Koichi standing down, or like kneeling down, and like he's cracking the ground. Dude, this is actually really good. This is awesome. As we get Pop jumping back into frame. Stay sharp, Koichi. That regen of his is quick. And Koichi responds, you ain't kidding. As we, in the distance, he's definitely just regenerating from the hits. Evade, dodge, run for your life, says Pop. Great way to let him corner you, I say, says Knuckle Duster. Dude, I love it. I love their banter. I miss this. I'm geeking out because I genuinely miss this. All right, continuing on. Wait for your opening and hit back, says Knuckle Duster. Watch out, incoming attack, says Pop, as Koichi dodges. Dude, Koichi is like being a beast right now. He's being mobile. He's landing hits. He's just dodging. This is really entertaining, actually. And then we see Koichi going for another hit. He hits 6. And how do I even describe it? I probably ought to be more cautious, but oh, is he thinking to himself right now? I'm having so much fun. There's this shot of him as he's falling through the sky. He's got a smile on his face. In the back, you see Pop floating in the air. And then you have a Knuckle Duster on the roof behind him swinging something. We're about to go to the flashback too, because the borders are becoming black. Black borders means a flashback of some kind. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. But that's a great shot right there. I love that. That's really good. I'm having so much fun as he's falling through the sky. I don't think I was that out of the ordinary, really. As we cut to kids on the playground. This must be him and his friends as kids, like playing. Like so many kids, I loved playing hero games. They're all dressed up like they got all my hats, capes on. They got the toys. They're flying. Oh, there's a kid. I love that attention to detail. There's a kid in the bottom left corner dressed as Endeavor, and he's just like pouting because I love that little joke because Endeavor is number 2, and oh man, wow. From as early as I can remember. Wait, did I read all that? Like so many kids, I love playing hero games. Me and my pals from the neighborhood would spend the whole day caught up in our fantasies. I am here, they're shouting. Me too, says another kid. From as early as I can remember, I was never much good at reading the room, as they say. So when the sun started to set and my friends went home one by one, I'd always be the last kid on the playground. That's when I'd finally stop and think. As we see, Koichi's literally the last one on the swing set, kind of fist in the air, and he turns around. Oh, all the fun ended a while ago? Like, in quotations, like he said this to himself. Oh, all the fun ended a while ago. As the day ends, you hear caw, caw, like from the birds flying in. There's an All Might toy on the ground. In the years that followed, my high school buddies would say, "Come on, we've all moved on from that hero dream." As it literally showing kids in high school, they're playing cards or something, but then they look over to him. Koichi's got the All Might hoodie that he always likes to wear, and he's reading a hero magazine. I knew the score. Actually becoming a hero meant going to one of those special schools. So there comes a time when everyone else has to start thinking about living a regular life. As he removes the hoodie from his head, he's kind of blushing a little bit. So I finally read the room. I saw the writing on the wall, and I did what I had to do. I prepped for a proper, stable life. The childish games had to end early, while I was still caught up in all the fun. As we see him practicing for tests, doing some like part-time job and like getting cleaned up. Then we're back to the present. He's falling through the sky. And, and Pop and Knuckle Duster, it's, okay, whoa, I don't like this. Okay, what, it's the same shot before, but Pop and Knuckle Duster are gone. So, I get it. I know that today, he's still got the smile on his face, as Six is going in for a punch, is the day that dream comes to an end. And we see an All Might hoodie burn up. Okay. First of all, amazing chapter. Second of all, there's no way Koichi just died. No, this is a fake out. I'm not gonna fall for this again like they did with the Knuckle Duster thing. I'm gonna wait and see, pretty much. And okay, this chapter. Wow, this was a really good chapter. Like, dude, these fly by way too quick. This was so good. I love how the beginning, it's literally all for one analyzing Koichi and being impressed by him. That's so cool in and by itself. Koichi kicking ass, talking to Pop and Knuckle Duster again. I can't get enough of that. I think that's done though, because they just disappeared in that last panel, which is foreshadowing maybe Koichi is about to die here. I don't know. Again, more analytics from All For One. The fight continues, and then we get this great flashback. I'm having so much fun as he is flying through the air fighting him. Oh my god, this flashback was so like touching. Like, it's sad though. Like, they made him grow up because all of his friends were like not cool enough to keep playing hero. I'm just gonna read this part again, but faster. I don't think I was that out of the ordinary, really. Like so many kids, I loved playing hero games. Me and my pals from the neighborhood would spend the whole day getting caught up in our fantasies. From as early as I can remember, I was never much good at reading the room, as they say. So when the sun started to set, my friends sent home one by one, I'd always be the last kid on the playground. That's when I'd finally stop and think, as he turns around. Oh, all the fun ended a while ago. This is a great flashback, man. In the years that followed, my high school buddies would say, "Come on, we've all moved on from that hero dream." I knew the score. Actually becoming a hero meant going to one of those special schools. So there comes a time when everyone else has to start thinking about living a regular life. So I finally read the room. And I like that's a callback, because he just said, I wasn't really good at reading the room. I saw the writing on the wall, and I did what I had to do. I prepped for a proper, stable life. The childish games had to end early, while I was still caught up in all the fun. So now I get it. I know that today, incoming punch, is the day that dream comes to an end. Burning up hoodie. I choose to not believe he dies here. It'd be a really beautiful and bittersweet way if this was how he died. I could totally see this being where All Might finally shows up, or like Aizawa or something. Like either way, I don't know. I feel like someone's gonna save him. I don't know who. I don't think this is the end. That doesn't mean I don't think Koichi could die, but... And I still am not sure how I feel about Oguro and Pop. Part of me at this point kind of hopes that they're dead, just because I think that'd be so damn memorable. Like, it'd make me sad. I've went on and on about my man crush for Oguro forever. I think he is by far... He is, without a question, a top 5 My Hero Academia character for me in general. I just love everything that he is. I love his flaws. I love his design. I love his personality. All great. Koichi, he is climbing the ranks, man. This is such a good chapter for Koichi. I've always loved Koichi. But, like, this one, it just added that little extra, like drop of just, oh, how do you not love him to the soup that is Koichi, you know? Like, mwah, just adds a little extra flavor, and it just, Koichi has to be top 10 for me. He's rising the ranks, man. And I love how All For One even said, like, his quirk in of itself is really not that special, but the fact is that Koichi has refined this otherwise ordinary-esque quirk to such a masterful degree that it's, like, impressing him. And even to the point where it's like, there's hidden potential. All For One even said, like, have you been pretending this quirk is bad this entire time? So I don't know, man. This is so good. This is a great chapter. How long do we have to wait till, that doesn't say on here. It's going to be another 2 weeks at least. This series loves to, you know. By the way, I'm still holding out hope that someone from the series makes a cameo in the main series. If they all die here, it's not going to happen. But if Koichi lives, if anyone's read the newest chapters of My Hero Academia, you'll know that Aizawa had a plan to have Deku and the others go search for something. And I don't know. I have a weird, stupid fantasy that he's like, hey, go recruit Koichi. He lives in Japan, you know, he's my homie. And, you know, he'll help us out, he'll help us fight. That's the dream. Can hope. Great chapter, though. Great chapter. This might compete for my favorite chapter of Vigilantes so far. 75, the letter. When the letter that Oguro left for Koichi, that's still my favorite chapter. But this one's close. I have to think about it. It's still probably the letter. Still probably my favorite, just because I'm biased. Let that be known. I'm biased. I just Knuckle Duster is my homie, dude. But this one, man, this is actually really beautiful, and I would totally be down if they go the route where they all three die at the end of the series, or even if it's just Pop and Oguro. As much as I love them, and it breaks my heart if they do die, I just think that would be so refreshing. That'd be so interesting that they end the series like that. And it'd be really cool. I don't know how many people are still watching this, but it'd be really cool if, like, at the end, you know, if Koichi lives or something, and he's like, and they're like, oh, you can be a hero now, and he should just say, like, nah, I'm a vigilante, like something cool like that, because a lot of this, you know, Pop called him a hero, like, get it done, hero, at the end, stuff like that, like. But let's not forget, there's, like, some honor to be had in being a vigilante too. that's one of the reasons I really like this series is there are some things that heroes can't do where vigilantes shine. And I like how they even went on to say like vigilantism is like they're like relics of the past. There's not many left. Most people are either villains or heroes at this point. It's just black and white. But I like how there's a small group left of vigilantes. And if anything, a vigilante is almost like the purest form of a hero because it's not restricted by rules. And it's on the individual by morality to decide situations, how they're best handled. Because heroes have to abide by the law. They have to do things in a certain way. Versus vigilantes where it's just like, if I can save people, if I can do the right thing, but it's not the proper way, or if I don't have approval or this or that, but I can still save someone, you bet your ass I'm going to do it. Like, I think there's something to that that's so pure. And like, I hope in the end of the series that he calls him what he did and who he is, like a vigilante. If they call him a hero, that's fine. That's what his dream was. I'd be okay with that. But I just think that there's no shame to be had in being called a vigilante in this series. But yeah. So that's about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, leave your thoughts down below. This is definitely one of my favorite chapters of the series so far. This is great. And yeah. Until next time, this has been Mighty Gazelle. Hoping you all have a mighty day. See you guys.